All right, what's up, you guys? We got Dana White's Contender Series, Week 2. We got Josh Q versus Logan Urban. And I kind of wish that Darian Weeks was fighting because I did enough research on that fight to have a pretty confident pick. But I think I got one here. I'm going to go with Josh Quinlan over Logan Urban. Josh is a big dude. He's kind of got that same thing that Dominic Reyes has, where he's got the long torso, but for some reason he could generate a lot of power with it. And I don't know, he can put this guy, I mean, he could put you on Queer Street pretty quick. He beat Ryder Newman, the guy from the Contender Series, or not the Contender Series, the Tough Series. And he's got a 100% finish, great leg kicks, super power. He made one of these guys do the chicken dance real good in one of his fights, and he used to be a soccer player, so he's not going to get tired anytime soon. And I believe that he's going to have enough power to probably put away Logan Urban, who, even though they have, Logan's got the better experience, but for some reason when I watch Josh, it seems like he's got the better experience here, and I'm going to go with Josh pretty confidently on this one. All right, the next one, we got Mario Sosa versus Chito Bang Bang. And, Chitty's record is a journeyman record, and that scares me because those kind of guys can always find a way to lose. And Mario, he looks good. He looks the part, but in a couple of his fights, he's had some real moments of weakness. Honestly. And he looks pretty green still. I was surprised that he was 12-1 right now. And like I said, before I watched this, I was all over Sosa. And I was like, oh, look at this new prospect. And I'm sure the UFC wants him to win. But Chitty's going to be a little bit bigger. And Sosa is going to have the 8-year youth advantage. And some awesome BJJ, some kicks. He's strong with his head movement and stuff like that. But Chitty's, he's a Bellator fighter. He's been there before. He's been through the ropes. He's not going to get quite as nervous, I don't think. He has less to lose, and he might be more comfortable out there because of it. And I think that even though Chitty's been KO'd 3 times and sub 3 times, geez Louise, that doesn't make you confident in a pick. But I don't know. I think that the UFC thinks that Mario could win this one. I really do, and they want to give him that opportunity over a belt. I mean, do you really think they want to sign a Bellator fighter that's got a record like that? I doubt it. I highly doubt it. Unless mixed martial arts. There ain't as many. It's a small world after all for Dana White because there ain't as many fighters out there as he thought there was, I guess. But I'm gonna go. That's enough talk. I'm gonna go with Chitty on this one. All right, the next fight, we got Bruno Correa versus Carlos Vergara. And, both of these guys are pretty good fighters. Honestly, pretty good fighters. Upon watching the tape, I think that Bruno is going to have, he's got these nasty kicks. He can get a single leg. He likes to mix in the wrestling and is kind of a more complete mixed martial artist. Where I saw Carlos, he was all about standing and keeping it up and looked pretty weak on the floor. So he looks good on his standing with his hands, but on the floor he didn't look so hot. But Carlos does have power. He fades after one round, and Carlos is going to have the reach advantage here by 4 inches. But something just tells me that Bruno is going to take this one. He's going to mix in the wrestling, and I think that's going to be Carlos's biggest problem here. So let's go with Correa. All right, the next fight, the last one. Oh, you know what? I skipped one. We got Simon Oliveira versus Jose Alday. And the reason I skipped it is because we got a submission artist versus a decent striker, But Jose's had a lot of weaknesses in his fights as well. I don't know. I kind of want to pick Alday here. I'm leaning Alday, but I'm going to pass on this one. All right, on the final fight, we got Moan versus Chad at 135 pounds. And, Moan is going to be 8 years younger with a 2-inch height advantage, the better record. He's got nice power, nice boxing. good cardio. And I think he's the more complete fighter here. You know, if I was Dana White, I think that I would, and I'm sure he goes into all these fights with somebody he wants to win and somebody he doesn't, but sometimes he gets surprised or somebody shines and whatnot. But I think that he definitely wants Moan to win. Chad is kind of green. He needs a moment. Chad really needs a moment to swarm you, and that's about it. He's got power, no wrestling, 5 submission losses. And, Moan, he can get that. I don't even know if I'm saying this guy's name right, okay? But he can definitely, I've seen enough tape, he can mix it up and get this win over a aggressive fighter in Chad. Even though, see, the thing, he's kind of like a really, really, really discount Colby Covington. He, tries to fight like him, basically, and mixing a little bit more swarming. But I guess Colby does that too. I just don't think Chad is UFC level at the end of the day. And Moan's used to fighting the bigger guys here. So let's go with that. Let's win some money.